helping, encouraging my kids to read. I value reading, and I just want them to love reading and to read as much as possible. So to the extent that the battle helps them do that, it makes me like the battle. Well, I think it's an opportunity for young kids to do something a little bit more academic outside of sports that's extracurricular, and that is really valuable for them. So if a child isn't necessarily good at athletics, they have an opportunity to get involved and be on a team in sort of a different way. So it encourages reading, it encourages studying, it encourages teamwork and camaraderie and preparing, putting effort in, working hard. And I think that these are valuable lessons for elementary age kids.
My name is Charlie Osborne. So I am the Youth Services Coordinator at the library. I'm so happy to see all of you here. This is my first battle, and I would like you to welcome you to the Southfield Public Library's 40th 4th and 5th grade Battle of the Books. 40 years we've been doing this. So y'all are special. Okay, so we have 11 schools, 31 teams, 170 team members, and 26 volunteer managers and co-managers. This program will be shown at a later date on Southfield Cable Television, so make sure to take a look at that. Cell phones, you can use them to take pictures or video, but please make sure that they're set to vibrate. We don't want to interrupt the battle. Teams, I'm talking to you now. It's important that you remain quiet while the battle is taking place. You can speak quietly during the entire 20-second period that you have to answer the question. When the buzzer sounds, you must put your pens down and immediately hold up the answer card to your runner. You're going to do this. Got it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Things that you should not have at your table: coats, books, notes, or cell phones. If you have those, please make sure that your manager comes to get them, okay? One more thing. You've got answer cards there on the table. Please don't fold them. Just hold them up so that the runner can come get it, okay? Most of all, we hope that you will have fun tonight. One more thing I'm going to tell you. This year, we are introducing tiebreaker questions. In the event of a first-place tie, those teams will be asked up to 5 additional questions. If, after the 5 questions, there is still no difference in score, the teams will be named co-champions. So good luck to each and every one of you. I know you're going to be awesome. Managers, if you can take your seats in the audience, that would be great. And now please welcome our moderator for the evening, the city librarian, Mr. Dave Ewick.
I have to raise that up a little bit. Thank you, everyone. I just want to say how much fun we all have here, and maybe I should just say I have when I ask you the questions. It's great fun, but I think it's also fun for our staff, and we are just very proud to have so many of you who are willing to put forth the time and effort, and that means not just you who are students, but also your coaches, your parents. We know this isn't always easy, so thank you all. Tonight, we're going to have fun. We got some good books. We're going to play around a little bit. I wanted to say we have one of our elected officials from the city. Irv Lowenberg is our city treasurer, and he's right over here. I just wanted to say thanks, Irv. He's been coming to this, I don't know how many years, not all 40 though, but his kids have gone through the program, and he said he wanted to stop by and say hello, but he has to go pick up his daughter at the airport. So we're gonna wish you good speed and take care on the roads. All right. Oh, Charlie, should I say something about us having a sponsor for the first time?
Yes, Dave, you should.
Okay. For the first time, we have 2 sponsors, actually. We've always been sponsored by the Friends of the Southfield Public Library, but, 3 sponsors. But you guys have become so powerful, and so everybody wants to be part of this. So Best Braces, has given some money to help buy the books or the gifts that you'll get as winners, or if your team wins. And another cool thing is Airtime Trampoline and Game Park is going to be providing some passes for the winning teams too. So yeah, how's that? Okay. All right. Okay, now they kind of said a little bit about how this works, but the way it works is I will say the name of a book, and then I will ask you a question, and sometimes the questions are long, sometimes they're short. You are supposed to write down the last name of the author and the answer to the question. When you're done, you raise your card up. As soon as I finish with the question, my friend over here, Pat, is going to start the clock, and you will have 20 seconds. Is that correct? Yes. So, write fast. Don't talk too loud because you don't want your neighboring tables to steal your answers. And then when you're done, raise your hand, and we'll come and get the cards, okay? All right, let's start this shindig. Oh. This is our first question. This one is from the book, A Boy Called Bat. Bat watched as his mom took her white coat from its hook. She put it on, and then his mom was Dr. Tam. One day, Bat would also have a jacket just like his mom's. What kind of doctor was Bat's mother? Time's up. Please put your pencils down, cards in the air. A Boy Called Bat was written by Arnold, and the kind of doctor was a veterinarian. Okay. We're ready to start round one. Each round will have a question from all of the books, okay? So this question comes from the book Beach Party Surf Monkey. What kind of books are you reading around here? Beach Party Surf Monkey. Grandpa Wilkie opened Walt Wilkie's Wonder World 1 year before that other Walt opened Disney World over in Orlando. What year and month did Grandpa Wilkie open his park? What year and month?
Okay, Mom. June. No, it was no.
Time's up. Cards in the air, please. Beach Party Surf Monkey was written by Grabenstein, and Grandpa Wilkie opened his park in October of 1970. Okay, I want everybody to try something. Everybody, real quickly, just try this. Walt Wilkie's Wonder World. Say that real fast. Walt Wilkie's Wonder World. All right. Our next question comes from the book The Hero Two Doors Down. What is it called when you judge a person based on the color of their skin or their religion, not by their character? What is that called? The Hero Two Doors Down was written by Robinson, and you call that prejudice. Prejudice. Our next question comes from the book Jupiter Storm. Jupiter Storm. Jackie had 3 flower pots. She kept them separate from the rest of the garden, hidden in a nook at the base of the steps. What kind of flower was contained in these 3 flower pots? What kind of flower? Some of you, quick. The author of this book was Dumas, and the answer is the flowers were snapdragons. Yay. I like it when you all get it right. Our next question comes from the book The Harlem Charade. The Harlem Charade. Verda May and Jacob Morrow started a group with several other artists and writers in the 1960s. Their mission was to use art and poetry to beautify the neighborhood, to show that everyday people could change their lives and their community. What was the name of the group? What was the name of this group? Time's up. Cards in the air. The Harlem Charade was written by Tarpley, and the name of the group was The Invisible Seven. Okay. Our last question for the first round comes from the book Milo Speck, Accidental Agent. Milo had read about magic before. He knew the kids in stories sometimes found magic in secret drawers or hidden away in attics. Magic came to Milo in what form? Magic came to Milo. Cards up. Milo Speck, Accidental Agent, was written by Urban, and the magic came in the form of a sock. Oh. Okay. I have a question. How many of you in 4th grade? And how many are in 5th grade? Woo, mostly 5th graders. All you 4th graders, so this is new. I hope that you have a great time and you'll come back next year. All you 5th graders, I hope you'll come back next year as middle school. Oh, and I should tell you that at middle school, for Battle of the Books, we have some things like minute to win it games. So, you know, it's even more fun because we mix it up a little bit. All right, let's start round 2. From the book Jupiter Storm. Sam was holding up an animal card for Jackie to look at. They eat ants and termites. That's a roly-poly, he informed his sister. Jackie leaned forward to look at what Sam was holding. What was printed in large, clear letters across the top of the card? What was written on that card? Time's up. Pencils down, cards in the air. Jupiter Storm was written by Dumas, and the card was printed on the card were the words Draco Lizard. All right. Our next question comes from the book A Boy Called Bat. Bat went to a private school. It had smaller classes than the public school, and his parents thought it was a better fit for him. That was fine with Bat. His school was named after a type of owl. What is the name of the school Bat attended? What's the name of that school named after a type of owl? Time's up. Cards in the air. A Boy Called Bat was written by Arnold, and the school was called the Saw Wet School. Woo, sounds like you guys are doing great. I don't think I even knew what kind of owl that was. From the book Beach Party Surf Monkey, what did Grandpa Wilkie say was the duct tape of foods? What is the duct tape of foods?
It's bologna. Yep. It's bologna. That's bologna. It's bologna. It's full of bologna. How would you do that? Spell it.
Time's up.
Yes.
Beach Party Surf Monkey was written by Chris Grabenstein, and I think I had this every day I went to school when I was in elementary school. Baloney. All right. You know, I've been doing this about I had to miss last year because I was sick. It was the first year I missed so I've done this 11 years, and I think this is the first year I ever saw cheerleaders in the audience. Good job, you cheerleaders. Woo! And I do love the colored shirts that everybody brings that you all look alike and it tells your team name. It's fun for us to see you this way. And little cowboy hats. That's interesting. All right, let's get back to work here. From the book The Hero Two Doors Down. The Hero Two Doors Down. Stephen kicked the stadium wall hard, then remembered it was old and fragile. At least that's what everyone was saying. It was built in 1913, right in the middle of the neighborhood. What was the name of the field that was home to the Brooklyn Dodgers? What's the name of that field?
Why are we always the first?
Time's up. Cards down. Cards up. Pencils down. The Hero Two Doors Down was written by Robinson, and the name of that field was Ebbets Field. Ebbets. Okay. Our next question from the book, Milo Speck, Accidental Agent. That security ogre will figure out I'm missing as soon as he starts talking. He just loves to chat. When I don't answer, he's going to know I'm gone. Tuck told Milo that. What was the name of Tuck's little computer thing that Milo suggested they used to trick the ogre? What was the name of Tuck's little computer thing?
To rip it off. There's no way Alex is going to get it wrong. And he writes, and he reads very fast. Hey guys, we're chicken. Hi.
Time's up. Cards in the air, pencils on the table, or down. Milo Speck, Accidental Agent, was written by Urban, and that little computer thing was called a Zoom baby. Zoom baby. Okay. Doesn't that sound better than an iPod? Okay. Round 2, last question. From the book, The Harlem Charade. It's a long question, so listen carefully. Jin started packing up her stuff to get ready for school just as Amina Hardwick sashayed in. "Good morning, Mrs. Yee," she called to Halmani. "I'm just making the rounds to remind local business owners about the meeting tonight. Councilman Markham is scheduled to lay out his plan for the development." What was Councilman Markham calling his plan? What was the councilman calling his plan?
No, the whole thing is about invisible aid. Exactly. Try invisible aid. Oh, what? Seven.
Pencils down, cards in the air. The Harlem Charade was written by author Tarpley, and the name of it was Harlem World. Harlem World. Okay. How about that one? Now we're going to do a short question. This is from the book, A Boy Called Bat. Bat is what most people called him for a couple of reasons. But what was Bat's real full name? What was Bat's real name? His whole name. Time's up. Cards in the air. A Boy Called Bat was written by Arnold, and Bat's real name was Bixby Alexander Tam. Our next question, you all are doing really well from the sound of the screams. Next question comes from Beach Party Surf Monkey. The Wonderland had a brand new next door neighbor, a 14-story concrete monstrosity with a ginormous plasma screen reader board out front. What is the name of the new resort that opened next door to the Wonderland? What's the name of that new place?
$5. Come boy. Glasses? Yeah. No, my hand. Let me rip it. Can't even rip it right. Don't put it up here. Don't put it up. Mommy, all on TV. Everybody on TV. I think I got it right, guys.
Time's up. Cards in the air. Beach Party Surf Monkey was written by Grabenstein, and the name of the place next door was the Conch Reef Resort. Yay. Our next question comes from the book Milo Speck, Accidental Agent. Milo understood the mechanics of the dryer itself. He knew how the parts fit together to make a machine to dry clothing. Knowing all this, it seemed likely that the space in front of the lint trap was too large, and that was the reason for the dryer's frequent fires and explosions. Name the piece that had been invented to fix this problem. Name the piece invented to fix the problem of fires and explosions.
Was it? Z. No, Z. 2000? 2000? No, it just wasn't. No, it was the one for 2000. No, because that's the dryer.
Time's up. Milo Speck, Accidental Agent, was written by Urban, and the name of the piece that was invented was a What's It? What's It? Oh, wow. All right. Our next question is kind of long, so listen carefully. This comes from the book The Harlem Charade. The people you're looking for may be trying to settle a score, Isabel said, lowering her voice. But why go after my grandfather, Alvin asked. He's not the one who vandalized those paintings. Yes, but he was the only one who stood by Henriette. He was relentless in his attempts to keep the group together, Isabel explained. What was the nickname the group gave Elvin's grandfather? Elvin's grandfather's nickname.
The camera's right there.
Time's up. Cards in the air. The Harlem Charade was written by Tarpley, and the nickname was Goat. Goat. Our next question comes from the book Jupiter Storm. From the book Jupiter Storm. Jackie had never seen parchment before, but she knew what it was immediately. The parchment was folded very small. She could tell it was covered in writing. What were the only two words Jackie could make out? What were the only two words she could see?
Well done. I don't remember. Yeah, well done. Well done. I'm confident. Yeah. I don't remember. Well done. Shayna, it's okay. I remember. Sure most things were done. I remember. I read last night. Well done. And she had 4 left.
The author is Dumas, and the only two words she could make out were book and dragons. I was going to say peanut butter and jelly, but I thought better of it. All You all are doing very well. This is the end of round 3. Last question for round 3 comes from the book The Hero, Two Doors Down. Listen carefully. The real estate agent who sold the house is a customer of mine. I better start again. The real estate agent who sold the house is the customer of mine at the shoe store. He came in today and told me that the family who purchased the house is renting out the top floor to a player from the Dodgers. That's what Steven's dad told him. What was the last name of the family who purchased the house at 5224 Tilden Avenue? What was their last name?
Yes. Okay, and now we're going on to each other. The cameras, right?
Time's up. Cards in the air. The author of the book, The Hero, Two Doors Down, was Robinson, and the name of the family was Palin. Palin. Okay. Before we start round 4, I want to know, where are my homeschoolers? Raise your hands. Over here and over here. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. How about, who is here from the Farber Hebrew Day School? Yeah, right up front. You guys have been getting these fast. You must know this stuff. How about, who's here from Southfield Christian School? Okay, lots of you. How about Morris Adler Elementary? Whew, that's a lot of red shirts there. How about the Pace Academy? Woo, yellow, good, good, good. I like this one. I don't know who this is. Co-op in the City. Oh, that's you guys too. Okay, there you go. You're homeschoolers too. I get it. I get it. How about Vandenberg? Okay. How about the Loris Academy? Oh, I'm going to have to talk to them. Okay. Did I miss McIntyre? Make some noise, McIntyre. Come on now. It's your chance. And how about Thompson? Thompson K-8. Woo! All right. Thank you all for being here. All right. Let's do round 4. What? I forgot MacArthur. MacArthur? Oh boy. Are my cheeks red? Sorry, guys. I thought I had everybody. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us, too. All right. Our first question in round 4 comes from the book Jupiter Storm. Name the pest that pokes tiny little holes in plants and sucks all the food out before the plant has a chance to eat it. What are those pests called?
Wait, so it was those bugs. But caterpillar wasn't it was never mentioned. She was talking about they were like killing the plants and drinking our nutrients before they could get it. Yeah.
Time's up. Jupiter Storm was written by Dumas, and those little tiny pests are called aphids. Aphids. We good. All right. From the book, The Harlem Charade. From what I can tell, the Invisible Seven broke up in the late 1960s, and it seemed to have something to do with this exhibit at the Metropolitan Museum of Art called Harlem on My Mind. Rad said that. In what year did that exhibit take place? What was the year of the exhibit, Harlem on My Mind?
Somewhere 1995. Late 1960s. Say 1969. Like 1968. I'm a comedy person.
Time's up. Cards in the air. The Harlem Charade was written by Tarpley, and the year was 1969. I hate to say it, but I was 10 that year. Okay. All right. From the book, Milo Speck, Accidental Agent. From the book, Milo Speck, Accidental Agent. At first, the light was no more than a thread, but as it grew thicker, sharp horizontal ridges emerged on its surface. What had appeared in front of the group of kids? What appeared?
Anna.
Cards in the air, please. Milo Speck, Accidental Agent, was written by Urban, and what had appeared? A zipper. A zipper. Ooh, our next question, very short one. It comes from the book Beach Party Surf Monkey. From Beach Party Surf Monkey, what kind of monkey, what species of monkey was Kevin? What species of monkey?
I put the question. What type of monkey was Kevin? I'm saying.
Time's up. Cards in the air. Beach Party Surf Monkey was written by Chris Grabenstein, and the kind of monkey was a capuchin, or capuchin. Capuchin. Our next question comes from the book The Hero Two Doors Down. It's kind of long, so listen. Rachel, forgive us. You've been so generous with our son. He loves spending time with you, and we really appreciate your friendship. The problem is that we're Jewish, and we don't celebrate Christmas. That's what Stephen's mother said. What had the Robinsons given to Stephen's family for Christmas? What did they give him? Shh, not too loud.
Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. I know it. I know it.
Let me see that answer. Show me the answer.
Right, then wait.
This is Christmas tree.
It's Christmas.
I don't give it up.
Cards in the air. Pencils down. The Hero Two Doors Down was written by Robinson. And would you believe me if I told you the Easter Bunny? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The answer is a Christmas tree. You know, it's not every day that you get somebody this excited about reading. It makes me so happy. Okay, our last question from round 4. A Boy Called Bat. This is from the book, A Boy Called Bat. Janie loved to sing and dance and act. She was getting ready to audition for her school's spring play. What is the name of the play Janie was going to audition for? What's the name of the play?
Anne, no, it's Alice. Okay, what's
It's her and Wonderland.
Alice? No, it's Alice.
Oh,
Allison, stop. We're gonna get it.
All right. A Boy Called Bat was written by Arnold, and the play was Alice in Wonderland. Oop. All right. Round 5. Just so you know, we're almost done. We're running out of time, so this will probably be the last round. Here we go. From the book Beach Party Surf Monkey. Kurt, said Dog, touching his earpiece, I just got word Boris has arrived. The director took Aiden aside and told him they had flown Boris from New York. Why, man? Asked Aiden. To work with you, Kurt said. What was Boris's job? What was Boris's job?
What's it do, right?
Okay. Beach Party Surf Monkey was written by Chris Grabenstein, and Boris was an acting coach. An acting coach. Our next question comes from the book The Hero, Two Doors Down. Stephen's mother told him, on Sunday, when your father lights the first candle, he will say a special prayer asking for peace in Israel. And then tell our family of our plan to send money to help support both Arab and Jewish children in Israel. What's the name of the United Nations organization that Stephen's family would be sending their money through? Who are they giving their money to?
Come on.
Oh, time's up. The buzzer didn't buzz, or did? Our buzzer didn't buzz, but time is up. Please put your cards down, or cards up and pencils down. I'll get this right. The Hero, Two Doors Down was written by Robinson, and that organization is called UNICEF. Justin, okay.
There we go.
Okay, we just had to test the buzzer. It didn't buzz that one time, but now it's working again. So, our next question comes from the book The Harlem Charade. When something interesting caught Jin's eye about a person or about a moment, she wrote it down so that she could always remember it. What did Jin call the notebook she wrote everything down in? What did she call that notebook?
No. Her memory. Memory, no.
The Harlem Charade was written by Robinson. I'm sorry. And the answer was her memory notebook. Memory. All right. You have all done very well. We are going to do our last question. After this question, your coaches are okay to come and sit with you, but please stay at your tables. We'll work really fast as we can to find out if there's a winner or if there's a tie. If there's a tie, then we're going to the tiebreaker questions, okay? So hang on and don't go anywhere after the last question here. The last question comes from the book Milo Speck, Accidental Agent. Milo glimpsed an enormous kitchen counter, orderly and clean, with a row of large porcelain jars set on it. Each jar was labeled in cheery cursive letters. One said sugar, one said flour, one said roadkill. What was on the fourth jar? What was the label of the fourth jar?
We need to get this right. I didn't know I got this right. Yes, I got three right and two wrong. I beat myself. I beat the system. I have beaten the system.
Time's up. Cards in the air, pencils on the table. Milo Speck, Accidental Agent, was written by Urban, and that fourth jar, that had one word on it, boys. Okay. Managers, I was wrong. Don't come to your tables yet. We have to wait and see if we have a tie because we wouldn't want you to have to leave and come back. So everybody just hang out. Let's see, we could do the hokey pokey, but that would be kind of silly. Although you did like Baby Shark, I was shocked. Would all of you who are coaches or managers, whatever you want to call it, please stand. Teams, let's give your coaches and your managers give them some love. Thank you. I know it's not easy. Okay. Now, we couldn't do this every year without parents, coaches, and team members. So I want to say thank you over and over again. But you know what? I have the easiest job in the world. These folks back here, they do all the work ahead of time. They even type out the cards and the answers. All I have to do is stand here and read them. They do all the work. So let's tell them thank you too. All right. All right, now, I'm going to step out of the way. Please listen to Miss Charlie as she tells you what she knows.
Some of what I know. While they're tallying up the scores I know that Mr. Ewig said thank you to all of the people who helped us. There are so many people who make this happen. We wouldn't be able to do it without you. And I want to include the rest of the library staff that come and volunteer to do this. They're awesome. I would also like to thank Colleen of the BookBeat Bookstore for coming to the kickoff and having the battle books to sell. Colleen is a big supporter of the library and the battle program, so we want to say a big thank you to her. Okay, so while we're waiting for the scores to be tallied, are you interested to find out what your favorite books were from Battle? Yeah? Okay, so your top 3 favorite books from this year's Battle list. Number 3, The Hero 2 Doors Down by Sharon Robinson. Number 2, Jupiter Storm by Marty Dumas. And Harlem Charade by Natasha Tarpley. And the number 1 book, according to you, A Boy Called Bat. Okay. So in recent years, we introduced the Stump the Librarian Challenge. Teams are encouraged to submit their own battle style question and attempt to stump the librarians with their book knowledge. I will say that we have some very careful readers out there. Congratulations to Literary Gems. You stumped us. We'll have something special for you at the end. Okay, so, yeah, it's pretty good. We don't often find people who stump us. That's good. So you know what else is coming up soon? Sooner than you would think? Summer reading. The theme this year for summer reading is going to be a universe of stories. A lot of science-themed stuff. We're going to talk about things from NASA. I think we're arranging a trip to the planetarium. So there's going to be all kinds of cool activities based around that. Summer reading is going to start in June. Yeah.
And it's all about space.
Space, a universe of stories.
And for those of you who didn't know, the library has a mission itself, and our mission is we help people succeed. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, if you're trying to build a deck, if you're trying to study for your graduate exams, if you're just doing a report, that's why we're here. We want to help you succeed. And so to do that, we have all kinds of resources, and we'd love to have you come ask us about them.
All right. Okay, thank you for your patience. I have our results. For the 4th grade, we have a singular winner. However, for the 5th grade, we have a 4-way tie. So, please listen up. Teams, if I call your name, please get ready to answer the tiebreaker questions. All the other teams should remain quiet, okay? The teams that are in the 4-way tie are Cover to Cover, Geek Squad, Mac Wonders, and Reading Machine. I've got. Okay, are you ready? I have a couple things for you. Now, for these tiebreaker teams, please remember you have to spell the author's last name correctly. This is new for this year because we want to be able to break these ties. Make sure the author's last name is spelled correctly to receive full credit. So at the end of 20 seconds, please place your pens on the table and raise your card high in the air.
The answer has to be spelled correctly, too.
Okay. All right. So not only does the author's last name have to be spelled correctly.
I want to be a hard person, but I can't be. Never mind.
Never mind. Okay. So the author's last name must be spelled correctly. All right. To receive full credit. So at the end of the 20 seconds, place your pens on the table and raise your card high in the air for a runner to correct. The first team to answer incorrectly will be named the 4th place team. So, and then it will go down. There's no prize for 4th? Okay. We will ask up to 5 tiebreaker questions. If all the teams answer all the questions correctly, including spelling the author's last name correctly, they will be named co-champions. Okay? So I'm going to turn it back over.
Okay, those of you who weren't named, you could still answer the questions, but don't hold your card up, okay? You're just doing it for fun. Also, while I have everybody quiet and all this, I wanted to tell parents and students, it's been a long 5 years or more, or it has been more, since 2012 when the library had to cut its hours. This year, in June, we are very, very proud to be able to tell you we can't give them all back, but we're going to add approximately 8 to 10 hours to our schedule. We're going to be open 4 nights a week instead of 2. So, and we're going to keep going till we get them all back. But that's all we can afford to do right now. So I kind of promised that before I retired, that was what I was going to do. So I got to work on that. All right. First question in the tiebreaker round. From the book Milo Speck, Accidental Agent. It was Milo's chance to help, the chance he and his father agreed upon. He and Tuck would set the 2 turkeys loose to create a diversion. What were the names of those 2 turkeys? The names of the turkeys. Okay, time's up. Those of you who are in the tiebreakers, hold your cards up. Milo Speck, Accidental Agent, was written by Urban, and the turkeys' names were Gilgamesh and Lochinvar. How many of you knew that? How many of you knew that? Lots of you, that's great. Those are hard names. I think that's why she said you didn't have to spell them correctly, because I'm not sure I could even spell Lochinvar correctly. Gilgamesh I could kind of do, but. All right. Should I need to wait for you all, don't I? Okay, I need to wait for them. I could sing. Oh, no, okay. I knew that'd get them going. Okay, our next question from the book A Boy Called Bat. What is the full name of Dr. Dragoo's Institute? What's the full name of Dr. Dragoo's Institute? Time's up. A Boy Called Bat was written by Arnold, and the name of Dr. Dragoo's, I can't even say it, let alone spell it, the Dragoo Institute for the Betterment of Skunks and Skunk Reputations. Wow, that's a long name. Whew. These are harder questions because we're trying to figure out who's the best of the best. I don't know if everybody saw these posters up here, but Children's Book Week starts April 29th, and we are very happy to have Children's Book Week. We love kids at the library. One more question. Okay. Before I do one more question, I also wanted to point out this poster over here that says Read Stricted. It's about Banned Books Week. Banned Books Week is when we celebrate books that some places don't like them so much, and libraries kind of think, well, we want everyone to have the ability to read what they want to read. And like for me, to choose for you would not be right. Your parents can choose for you, but not me. And I shouldn't be choosing, especially for adults. They should choose their own. Okay, so our third question is from the book Jupiter Storm. Jupiter Storm. What phylum is every creature with a backbone, including the Draco lizard, a part of? What phylum? That's a scientific term. So. Time's up. Cards in the air. Jupiter Storm was written by Dumas, and the phylum is Chordata. 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 Doesn't sound so happy now, does it? Oh boy, those were tough. A scientist would know that, but not a librarian necessarily. Okay, sounds like we may have a winner, so hold on, and they will let us know. Thanks again for coming tonight and for supporting the library. We are very proud to be part of Southfield.
At this time, I would ask that your managers and co-managers please rejoin your teams. You can come that. Yeah, I didn't think about it either. I know that some of you have more than one team. They're so excited. Are we ready? Okay, if you can hear me, clap once, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice, clap twice. Very good, thank you. Okay, let's get going. So, this year's Battle of the Books, I'm going to announce the third place team or teams first. If your team name is called, please come to the front and bring your table sign with you. You're going to line up over here on the black line so we can get a photograph for you. Sound good? So in third place for this year is Geek Squad. Let's get a good round of applause for Geek Squad. Great job. Right over here. Second place, same thing. If your team name is called, please come to the front and bring your table sign with you. But we're going to do it on this side, okay? So managers and co-managers are also asked to join your team at the front. All right, you ready? So we actually have a tie for second place. So we have a tie for second place. The first tied team for second place is Mac Wonders. Come on up. No, stay over there. This side, to my right, your left. Blame Mr. Ewick for that one. Good job, Mac Wonders. Congratulations. Our second and third place teams receive a gift card from BookBeat as a prize, and also a buy one, get one free time pass at Airtime Trampoline. Anticipation is a wonderful thing. Okay. Our second place team is Reading Machine. Right up here on the right, your left. So if you can hear me, clap once, clap twice. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to call the 4th grade winning team and the 5th grade winning team. Since we did all the 5th grade ones already, so that's the one we'll do first. So our 5th grade winner is Cover to Cover. Congratulations. Our first place teams win a free pass to Airtime and a gift certificate from BookBeat. Those fourth graders have waited a long time, and they have no clue. Are you ready? Awesome. All right. So, our fourth grade winners are the Literary Gurus. Congratulations.
As our winning fourth grade team gets their picture taken, I just want to say thank you once again. Teams, you may now go join your families. Please come back next year and be in the fifth grade or the middle school battle. And if you want to see what the middle school battle's like, come back tomorrow night. We're going to be doing the same kind of thing. You are all winners in our eyes. Thank you.